I thought I was filming. Okay, so what I was talking about was there are 4 girls missing in Kona, teenagers. They're all underage, and apparently there's some kind of drug compound nearby. So I feel like in the last week or so, I was getting taken from the mother, and the next day returned to the mother. Okay, this could have been in various ways. With the moon in Pisces today, there could be an attempted escape. Okay, so they could, there's like a gang up or a bullying or bossing leading to a internal discomfort. Okay, and I was also getting with the new moon in Virgo, like defiling the virgin. So I feel like somebody's using drugs and alcohol to keep women in a stupor or to control them while these young ladies are being assaulted. And then also today I was getting that you might have to talk somebody down. Why are you doing this to me? God is watching you. So there's a sense of you recognize that you're being objectified. In this case, these girls, they know that they're being used as objects. Okay, so they may have suddenly realized that they need to humanize themselves in order to be looked at as an equal instead of an object to be possessed, owned, and used. Okay, so I was getting that they're going to try an escape, some kind of escape. And if they didn't escape, this would be a goodbye. But the reading that I did earlier that I thought I was recording and I wasn't, it's like there's no communication. Nobody knows what's happening. They may have been suckered in by, hey, let's go party, all that. Let's have a few drinks. And they may have been drugged and then woken up in that strange place. They could have been tied up, or they could have been locked in a room to where they couldn't escape. And they were at the mercy of somebody's evils. Okay, so in the horoscope today, we have an 11-11 portal. We also have 7 and 9. So this can be a release due to unconditional love, or this can be awakening, causing an ending, or there could be an ending because you're coming from a place of unconditional love. So somebody's going to get served, or they're getting disserved, meaning they're taking back, rethinking what they initially served. Okay, and with the moon in Pisces and the other transits that are going on today, Mercury in Leo squaring Uranus and Taurus, this is some kind of glitch. Okay, and Uranus is retrograde, so this is a turnabout about face, where you once bullied somebody, where you once threw your ego at somebody, you're suddenly going to change your opinion through an awakening. So these girls that have been kidnapped, they're probably going to, they've been there for a couple days, so there's a chance to show their personality and to show that they might be talking their captor into realizing that they're a child of God. They could be telling him, I'm not going to hold this against you. I understand that you're hurting and that you're in pain. I love you as a human, no matter what, coming from their happy place. And it could be, they could either be talking them down, getting ready to make an escape, or this could be the means. How they escape is getting that person to see them as human, okay, and being released. Or this could be the captor or the racist or the serial killer realizing and recognizing that they're doing something wrong. Okay, so it could be getting rid of the bodies or releasing because you've suddenly found God. Whatever it is, there's a major awakening. But for these specific girls, I was getting that they're going to escape. They could talk their way out of an escape. I don't know if it's going to be all of them. But, okay, first card, 9, unconditional love. This is change. This is more about not necessarily direction, but it's time to go. It's time to make a move. It's time to escape. So you could be suddenly talking and talking and talking and getting inside somebody's psyche, you know, peeling back the illusions and the fantasies that they've been living out. It's like making things real. Okay, with the Aquarius energy, making your wishes real by moving forward with action. Changing is, you know, getting in the car and leaving. So there could be a sudden turn of events, okay, and there's a change of location. So these girls could be moved right now and then make a great escape while they're in transit. Fire, sparks, shocking electricity. There's something. There's something that happens that comes down because we have a portal in service. So this is a change of events where somebody was once taking there and now giving, you know, flipping the script. So where there was once anger, they're starting to appreciate. They're starting to find their consciousness, starting to find their conscience. And now they're starting to be clear of what they're doing to these young ladies. So there could be bodies that are being transported. I don't know if they're alive or if they're dead, but it could also be distraction tactics in order for somebody to get away. They've had enough. They've finally gotten to the point where they're able to make a move. Okay, so it's time to make a move. It's time to end something. High honor and adjudication. High honor can be big, can be tall, can be big, can be higher than. They could have drugged this person or found a way to drug this person, and they were waiting until the drugs or the alcohol took effect. That could have been part of their escape plan, and now they're just kind of waiting. They're waiting to see if they can move forward. They know they've got to make a move, and they're making a big play, and they're just kind of waiting, biding their time. It's strategic planning. Or they could be trying to create a relationship with their captor. Okay, trying to make the captor indecisive within themselves, creating that discomfort like, hey, this is an actual person I'm doing to. I'm not just funneling my anger and my fear onto an inanimate object. This is somebody's life we're talking about, somebody's feelings, somebody that is going to hold that against me. So there could be literal escapes today, guys. Yep, left out in the cold. Yeah, an escape. Wow. They could just be so scared, or they could be released because they put the fear of God into somebody. 7 of Wands, reversed. Fear, not having enough courage to stand up. So this is like intimidation. The tides have turned. They may be ganging up on their captor in some kind of way. Okay, sorry about that. I had to take a bathroom break. Okay, so what I was getting, and sometimes that happens in the middle of a reading. I have to go use the bathroom, and while I'm walking to the bathroom, I'm having all these thoughts connected because I'm meditating on where I left off. So this could be like the group that's held captive bands together, whoever's left, and they managed to escape. They could literally have stolen the car keys and drugged them and escaped in a vehicle, but I was also getting mirror. Okay, they saved themselves by not only forcing that person to face himself, but this could literally be a mirror, using a piece of the mirror. So there could be a physical mirror that they break, and they use that because I was also getting knives with the Aquarius. That's swords, right? Where did I get the knives from? The swords energy. Okay, swords and knives cut. The truth cuts. when your reflection is thrown back at you. So there could have been this talking, you know, I understand why you're doing this to me. I felt alone. I felt angry. I've been there. So either making a connection, or it could be a false connection, trying to lull them into a complacency, forcing them to release. Or this could be a, you know, in the negative aspects with the ego and the bully, it could be the kidnappees gang up and force their way out. They could probably steal the car and run just to get away, because they're gone. They're gone. They're out. Okay, so these girls, there's going to be like a major release or a major purge, and there's going to be people that are missing are going to be coming back up, whether it's cold cases and their bodies are being unearthed. But it also feels like something with the mirror. Somebody escapes through using a mirror, like they physically break the mirror and use it as a knife, or like I'm seeing, you know, coming face to face with a reflection of the self. So this is almost like being whacked in the face with the mirror, and then the shards being used in an attempt to get away. Or this can be, maybe they start a fire using the mirror, get something to spark where the fire alarms come on and they're able to escape. Because I was getting, you know, that guy, there's this guy in Oahu, and he was pulling the fire alarms and causing a panic, and people would leave the building, and a lot of them, you know, in their state of emergency, they didn't lock their doors. So he would go in while everybody was out and just start raiding the rooms, you know, a distraction technique. Smoke and mirrors usually. Okay, so somebody could be using the smoke and mirrors, because we do have Neptune in Pisces, and we have the moon conjuncting Black Moon Lilith in Pisces right now. So there could be a smoke and mirror, or some kind of a trick that you're using. You could using a mirror to create a fire on something, using the sunlight somehow, where you use a reflection to fight and get out. So this could be using the mirror to set something on fire in physical, mental, and spiritual ways. Okay, physically, it's actually using a mirror. You know how when you're a kid and the first time you get a magnifying glass, you want to fry some ants, and you know, I never did that, because frankly, I just can't bring myself to burn something alive. It's disgusting. But there's also that theme of being burned and being burned alive. But burned alive could also be consumed by the fire. So there's also this element of closure. So somebody could be burning bodies. They could be... And how I get these visions is they come in as a chunk. So there's more than one case that's happening here, more than one instance. And with all the retrograde energy, this could be cold cases coming up. Adjudication, deciding if there's enough to move forward. High honor can be about praise. Changes in the balance. Loving yourself enough to make a move and deciding it is time to go. It's go time. Or having so much ego, you might be scared of getting caught. When faced with your own reflection, you might realize what you have done and either transport the person's items or bodies elsewhere. Of course, there's this element of being left out in the cold. So this could be like a body turning up in the Arctic, frozen body, could be put in the fridge. So bodies could be dumped after being held in the fridge. And, you know, I warn you guys, this is some sick shit that I can see sometimes. So there may be some instances of that or some talk about that. And with adjudication, this could be prays for reopening a case, a cold case coming back up. So this also could be a decision to go after somebody for these missing girls, not only in Kona, but also all over the world. And also in cold cases, this could be some new information may have been disclosed or discovered. There was some new discoveries. Okay, and there's still this, can we move forward with this new information, new discoveries, or new travels? And there's this sense of being watched, being investigated, being what do you call it? Surveillance, monitoring, stalking. Two of Cups, sex. There may have been a sexual relationship that started this, but they were held and used for more than what they consented to. Two of Cups is peas in a pod. I just spit all over the table, sorry. So this could literally be like the last remaining two partnering up. A pair. Here we go. So this could be two women, or this could be two separate victims teaming up and deciding to have each other's back in order to move forward. So this is almost like two at a time, two different cases, or a case of two best friends or two sisters, or two people that are connected on some level or another. I was getting partners in crime earlier. Praise, admiration. Things are going swimmingly well. You might want to unite with. Because Two of Cups is love. It's Cancer energy. In fact, it's Venus in Cancer. But there's still this, can you trust the love? Mistrusting love. Feeling insecure within the self. So you can't trust if something's real. There's almost like there's two people who are going to bring justice. They play nice. So this could be like undercovers. This can be a rat or a snitch or somebody that is working with another person to uncover information, or this can be maybe there's a rat in there already, like somebody went in. Could have been, maybe one was looking for the other, one was looking for her best friend or her sister, or the neighborhood girl that disappeared, and they fell into this trap where they were trapped. And they're the one, it's almost like they end up saving themselves, but it's because this one went in worried about the other, This is the one that's going to keep the calm head. This is the one that appears to be loving and trusting, but really there's something festering under the surface. So this feels like they're going to pretend they love and admire, okay? And the person isn't really going to trust it, but it's almost like, you know, suckering them in with feelings of love and cooperation, trying to make their captor trust them. Okay, you know, we'll do whatever you want. You're not really hurting us. That kind of creating this illusion. And can this be real? So it's like they're playing up to their captor, trying to make them believe that they like or respect as a human in order to get into their mind. Okay, even while they're being raped or used or misused and abused. Look at that, 8 of Swords and Queen of Wands. Yeah, they could have been like pressured for sex, because 8 of Swords is, it's indecision. It's also guilt, and it's also being trapped in the mind. And Queen of Wands, she's that sexy bitch who's awe-inspiring. So that could be like, you should love me. You should be singing my praises. And then somebody says, I do, because they're afraid of the backlash. It's almost like it creates more stress. Like they're wanting to believe it's real, yet knowing on some level that it's not. They're going back and forth between balanced and imbalanced while they're being talked up, while the victim is trying to escape. There's a window opening. Or it could be that they pry a window open. And they tell everybody they're strong. This is what happened to us. Sweated for sex. They were constantly pressured and abused, like over and over again. Ugh, this is sickening. Pressure for sex. Pedophile. Pressure. Concern. The builder of, an advisor, a counselor, a negotiator, an authority figure. Yeah, so there's one girl in there who's the leader, who's keeping everybody sane, who's going to help everybody escape through using the mirror. The mirror, the shattered mirror. Okay, representative of, you know, the ego being shattered or the illusions being shattered, and also in the physical realm, an actual mirror being shattered. Okay, so there, it looks like the mirror is being used in 3 different ways. There's definitely 3 different possibilities. So it looks like I'm going to tell the authorities if you don't let both of us go. Or it could be a turnaround. Somehow they manage to get the upper hand and these two gang up on their captor somehow. and then they go and tell the authorities. So either way, I feel like there's going to be all kinds of escapes today. You get out of your situation. For some, with the Black Moon Lilith, this could be an overdose. This can be driving your truck off a cliff or into a wall, or with Uranus and Taurus, wanting to go out with a bang, in a blaze of glory. Ghost Rider. This could be driving into a cliff or driving off of a cliff. Shocking events. It can be, okay, yeah, I'm seeing a car go off the cliff on fire into the water, so I don't know if the body's being burned or if the car's being burned or if that's the captor going off the cliff voluntarily or involuntarily. But I was getting off the cliff a little while ago. The builder of fire. No regrets. Go time. Let's do this. Time to go. Concern. About movement. Three of Cups. Yeah, so there may have been some kind of poisoning or drugging or feeding of alcohol while you're acting all, you know, I love you so much, hey, let's have a few drinks, let's party together, lulling them into a false sense of security and then taking advantage of it as your means to escape. Ace of Pentacles. Time to move. Let's go. This is a blessing. This is your opening. This is your way out. Your window to the world. So yeah, you may escape through a window. Some of you guys may escape by burying your head in the sand, like having a few drinks. This is like usually a financial windfall, but it's also physically moving, not an action, not in the act of moving, but changing locations as a blessing. So this could have been somebody who was kidnapped for a while, like the Polly Klaas case, or where they were used as a sexual slave for a while. But there's two here. There's two of them here. Together. We go together. Where somebody finally has a chance to break away after their captors think that they're cooperating. And if you were listening to the reading, you heard about the many possible ways that this could happen, or this could be about a cold case and this has happened previously and it's coming up again due to this retrograde energy. But there's movement forward. We're being blessed with a movement forward, okay? Or there is an actual physical traveling forward, because we have go time here. This is also like a blessing. Ace of Pentacles, time to go. This is Mars in action. Branch Davidian? Drinking the Kool-Aid. Could be like a suicide pact also. Damaging evidence. I want to clarify this Ace of Pentacles too, because this is movement. It's a blessing. So something could be unearthed. This can be new beginnings or a new unearthing about an old case or new information that comes out. About a new escape. This could also be a new drug or one of the newer drugs, like Flocka or the crap like that. Okay, Five of Cups reversed, Judgment reversed, Princess of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is psychic downloads. Somebody knows that this is their moment. When that divine blessing comes in, they realize that they got to save themselves. Okay, Princess of Wands, impulsive action. Act quick while you can. Put all your energy into it. Okay, it could also be excited communication saying, this is it. We've got to make a move now. This is karma. Okay, Judgment card is karma. So somebody's definitely getting what they deserve or what they were already served, something they didn't deserve. They are now bouncing back from that or getting away from that. They're able to get away from that. And there's the fire again. Okay, fire in the skies, using the reflection, using the sun, forcing somebody to grow. This is Pluto retrograde, forcing somebody to grow internally. And look at that. There's that little flame, that little spark there. So they could be using the sunshine or fire and the mirror to pierce through a smoke screen. The angel in the earth. Yeah, there could be a body that, or this could be a new discovery of a body. Could be somebody that was missing from the serial rapist or the serial killer mode. So it could definitely be something from the past because of the Five of Cups. This is the past, okay? Changes and disappointments in the past where things didn't work out. Okay, so somebody may have, a body may unearth. This is a cold case. Or this may be an old story, or this may have happened a while ago and they finally escape because it was time. They heard the call, they had the opportunity, they knew when it was time to act, they didn't hesitate, they took who was there with them. Five of Cups is heartbreak from the past. So it's recognizing that this is baggage and that it's all in the past. Okay, I'm still hearing Lion King Pumbaa. I've decided to leave it behind me. I've decided to leave this behind. Yeah, leaving it behind. Leaving it behind and leaving it behind. Leaving them behind. Yeah, there is a great escape here. These are the Archangel cards. So, affirmation for these young girls who I pray they have the strength to escape where they've been trapped. I don't see death here. There's no death. This is just sex. Or this is a cold case where somebody has already passed. And this is just the actual going over the case, taking another look. Excuse me. Look at that. Peace. Time to create peace. Huh. If that isn't the full moon in Aquarius energy, I don't know what is. Okay. The dove flying. So heavenly angel. So this could have happened to somebody that you knew, or this could have been an old cold case and now there's movement. You either find the body or you're finally putting an end to this loss of an angel that hurt for so long. Clairsentience. Archangel Raguel, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay, now we've got Judgment, the Ace of Pentacles, and where is that? The 9 from the Kipper deck. Okay, this is divine intervention. I did say that with this blessing cards. Yeah, divine. The universe has removed blocks and allowed you to move forward. So this is telling you move now, move now. It's been decided, move now. And this is you taking action, moving now. So I think going through this whole reading and trying to focus as much energy on the missing females and the missing children that are females that are being victimized and used on the slave trade or the sex market, or, you know, just plain being used as an object for manipulation. There's going to be some escaping, and unfortunately some of these will be alcohol and drug deaths, and some of these will be physical deaths, and of course, you know, the cold cases where these things have happened. But as for the current ones, I feel like there's going to be a major break in the case, and it's from these girls banding together and trusting each other and seeing each other through getting out of this. I don't know what else to say, guys. I know it sounds crazy, but you know, expect miracles. They just drew my eye to my miracle ink. Okay, so expect miracles. These women and females and children may surface today, or there may be some kind of showing today, or some kind of reveal or disclosure. Okay, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll see you later.